Now this is the bottom of this steak, and you can see it's starting to turn a little bit brown, which is no problem. What we need to look for is this in a steak. All right? Cows, when they are taken in and slaughtered, say you have a 1,000-pound cow, you're going to lose 30% of that in fat. That means that the excess fat is going to be cut off the meat of the cow, and it will be probably 300 pounds of a 1,000-pound cow. Now you say, God, that's a lot of waste. But you have to look at it this way. Fat gives the meat its flavor. Okay? If you were to take a coat off a buffalo, and you think it's so big, it looks like a greyhound underneath. You never see buffalo on sale, steaks or any of that stuff, because they're all meat. They're all red meat. There is no fat. And without fat, there's no taste. Now, try eating a tenderloin. Now what this is called is a big end rib steak. It has a cap on it. This is the cap. Right here. This part right here. They used to say, buy a rib steak, cap on. That means this cap is on. This one over here doesn't have a cap on it, so it's off the little end. This is called off the big end, off the little end. What you want to look for is marbling. Marbling of the fat is going to give you your taste. You want to look for marbling like here, over here, and try and stay away from these inner pieces of fat because they're connecting tissue. This will give you a lot of taste here on this end. And so will this. And of course here, ribeye fat is the best in the world. I mean, if you cook it right. I like to cook my steaks medium done. Some people like a medium rare. Some people will just put it in a pan and braise them on each side, and they'll walk off bloody. And anyone that eats like that, I can't figure it out. But there are a lot of people that do. A lot of people that do. On this steak, this steak's got a lot of connecting tissue in it, in here, and I generally try and avoid that. Right there, oh, there's a cap there. On the other side, yeah, it's looking good. We got a little bit of brown, that's no problem. The one thing about this is a rib steak. It's what's known as a rib steak. It's taken off the rib. It has a bone in it. Okay? There's a bone here, and there's no bone on this one, which there should be. Okay, so we have a rib steak. Now, if you want a rib eye, now think about it for a minute. This is the eye of the rib right here, the rib steak. Okay, without the bone. The bone is cut off, and that steak costs more money because you're paying less. You're paying for the meat and less bone. So a rib eye is the eye of the rib, and it is one of the best steaks. These are 1 inch thick. Now what I like to do is I like to get some Johnny seasoning salt, which is it's pretty good, but it used to be better. A little bit of meat tenderizer. This has got some salt in it. This gives it a little flavor, and it works okay. And then I like Montreal steak seasoning, which I put on. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is take these steaks and come over in this giant pan right here where I have some oil right down here, and I'm going to take them and put a little bit of oil on them, and I have a reason for that. Then I'll take them back out over to my trusty plate here. And then we'll go on to the next video.